Hey, Mrparka here to review one from Midnight Releasing, and this is the movie Gone Dark by Pascal Cooper. And this is definitely like your kind of a Quentin Tarantino-inspired movie. A lot of the dialogue is, trying to be reminiscent of it. And, necessarily I wouldn't say this movie is horrible at all. I mean, I wasn't a big fan of it. But I think when people try to duplicate Quentin Tarantino, people that are watching realize how great Quentin Tarantino actually is, and therefore you cannot keep comparing it to Quentin Tarantino like, oh, that was from that, that was from that. It's just not as good. But basically what we have here is a guy named Jack who fakes his own death, and his sister supposedly has gone dark, and she's looking for the people who took her brother out. So basically what happens is we see all these little short stories of people that intermix their parts. It's only an hour and 13 minutes, so what we see here is, a crammed amount of characters, probably over like 25, 30 speaking lines, and just a little over an hour. So most people do not get any real, character development. They're there, and then they're just either dead or they didn't really contribute that much to the film. It's almost, by the time that their scene is over with, you wonder why they were in it, if that makes any sense to anybody. But you could tell they used a couple locations. There's a lot of scenes in one location kind of altered to look a little different. There's the fight scenes in here. They kind of do the freeze frame thing where it's punch and then punch, and one or two fight scenes like that would be okay, but like maybe one. But all the fight scenes are in here like this. I do like the squibs and the gunfights. The squibs are fun, but a lot of times there's a major delay, so it looks like people are just waiting around to get shot. I may take it that one of these points is a lot of people are really high during the scene, but it still seems like they're just waiting too long. It's like, I don't know if everyone in the room with guns could really get killed by one person if they're all ready to fight. There's like 12 of them. There's like, and I was just like, what? It just looks really odd. I did appreciate that they used, underwater camera at points, and that was kind of cool. Really weird scene with a goldfish underwater that goes on way too long with these really crazy, like, bimbo, crazy bunny lady things. Not things, but women. I don't know, there's just a lot of stuff in there that doesn't need to be in there that's just like shout-outs. There's a character named Mick and Mal. It's just like, come on, obviously from Natural Born Killers, and they're pretty much doing that. It's cool that Bill Oberst Jr. is Mick, but he's not in it very long. He gets to be a little crazy, but I'd really appreciate him to, something else to do in the movie instead of just kind of do the whole, Mickey and Mallory thing, because we've already seen that. He's basically playing like Woody Harrelson's character, but it's kind of odd. Like I said, it's really ambitious, and like I said, I think that if more times you weren't constantly comparing this to Quentin Tarantino, you would enjoy it. But it's so much like Quentin Tarantino, the whole revenge thing with Kill Bill, the whole Mickey and Mallory thing, the whole splicing and things like Pulp Fiction. I thought the movie opened up its best. I thought that scene was really cool, and I was like, this is going to be a pretty decent movie, with explaining all these guys' nicknames and stuff like that, and Drunk Deal Gone Bad. I was like, this could be interesting.
What's playing with you? Look at those fools.
Oh, they tight. That Baco over there, that's Wani. The cue ball right there, that's 13. Stacy and Wade.
How's it, bros?
What's up? Y'all had to make that shit up, right?
Just one of us.
Wacy?
You guessed it.
Wacy? What the fuck does that mean?
Rachel.
Rachel?
Rachel. Rachel for Wacy. Rachel.
You mean Rachel?
Yeah, except when my brother was little, he couldn't pronounce the R in Rachel, so Rachel became Rachel, and Rachel became Wacy.
Vacas locas, ¿qué no?
Las vacas muy loco, pinche vato.
She called you out that same.
And why the fuck do they call you 13?
Yeah, see, that's more on account of house. See, instead of the cue ball, because you know how it's all white and all, it's 13 because it got like the bright orange stripe.
He's got it right here, look. All right, get off me. Why don't you tell us why they call you Wani?
That's simple. Juan Espinosa, Juani, Juani. Don't get much better than that. 13.
I mean, it do make sense, 13.
and pretty soon I realized it was kind of a jumbled mess, and there was just people popping in for seconds here, you know, cleaners and things like that. And I don't know, Rance Howard's in the movie as well, and I don't know what his deal was in this movie, but his scene really just is kind of funny. He was just like, "No, I don't know anything," and I just thought that was really odd for him to. I just didn't think he got emotional enough. I'll show a little bit there. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
My favorite answer. You bastard.
But like I said, if you're a big Bill Oberst Jr. fan, or you want to see anything relating to Quentin Tarantino, I just mean this movie probably makes you more appreciate Quentin Tarantino. He's pretty much the only guy that can juggle that many characters and you know, really make it come off strong. And you really appreciate his scripts after watching this. Like I said, it's not absolutely horrible, but I just think that it's really, really hard to you know, duplicate that sort of thing, and it just makes you thinking, because I didn't enjoy it. Like I said, a lot of people will dislike this strongly. Maybe a couple people will get a kick out of it, but comparing it to what it's being compared to, it's just not gonna, you know, make anyone go nuts about it. But that is Gone Dark by Pascal Cooper. I'm interested to see if he's done anything else. You know, he could make a you know, a fun horror movie or something like that as well. I'm kind of interested. But again, too many characters and the list of other things with this movie. But if it sounds like it's up your alley, check it out. I'm Mr. Parker. Have a good one.